Hello guys and welcome. I hope that you're doing well. My name is UHD King, or I play 4K, AK, I play 8K, AK, I play 16K. And during this video I'm going to introduce Dying Light. It's going to be Retouched Edition, which is the updated edition, a little bit better visuals, enhanced visuals. It's going to be 8K UHD video resolution shadows. We don't care about the shadows. Shadows was excellent in Dying Light, but it's going to be also upscaled with the AI, the clouds, the skyboxes, and the developers of Dying Light stated that they also updated the textures, and it's much higher resolution textures, and they didn't put it was upscaled. So I'm assuming it was redrawn from the scratch, or they used much higher resolution from the scratch that later on throughout the production then downsized, and they released the first version in a downsized textures, and right now they release the full size of the textures. So today we're gonna test this. This video is not going to be as quick as possible, but this video will be as educational and as benchmark in 8K UHD video resolution while using the PC gaming system from 2018, which will be Intel Core i9-9900K processor overclocked to 5 GHz with the 8 physical cores, 16 logical threads. By the end of this video, I'm going to go with you throughout my hardware specification within the details for those who is curious, for those people that building parts, the building PC gaming systems or PC systems from the used computers. This is a good idea to build a system on the parts that I'm using today, because every single part like a gold. And I'm using today the Nvidia Titan RTX video card equipped with 24GB of video RAM. For those who didn't know, I was the first YouTuber that tested Dying Light in 8K UHD video resolution all the way back in 2016. I'm going to include that video. It was on my 4 Titan X Maxwell GPU Hitachi video cards in 4-way SLI. So 4 video cards stitched together, 12 gigabytes of video RAM each, but it's allocated. Every single video card has video RAM allocated per its local GPU. Keep that in mind while running NVIDIA SLI. But it's going to be a great video to watch. I'm going to attach in the video descriptions, as well as I tested on the GTX 1080 Ti and on Nvidia RTX, Titan RTX on the older CPU on my server, on my workstation, which is Xeon E5-2697V2, the CPU from 2013, while using video card from 2018. So pretty much gaming system from 2018, all right? And we're gonna do all kind of different visual preset. This video, as again, is not going to be as fast as possible, but as educational as possible, and as a benchmark, as sharing a lot of information, and so we can compare in the future with the newer video cards, with the newer CPUs, with the newer processors, with the newer systems, even including the handheld devices and hopefully mobile devices such as iOS and Android devices besides the handheld devices. So don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe. A lot of time, money, energy is invested, and this is for those who's building computers from the used parts, the best way to build computers, and for those people that are trying to squeeze everything they can and to have the as much as high tech as they can. So 8K UHD video resolution demonstration in Dying Light PC game in 2025 with the retouched version of the game, a little bit more enhanced, a little bit better visuals. I'm gonna go ahead and underline it for you. By the way, the game is one of the best and classic single player games to play campaign that has a great story, and even runnable on handheld devices such as Steam handheld devices, Asus, MSI, all those, you know, Lenovo handheld devices. I highly recommend for you to get this game. If you're smart, you can get this game below $10, and it's going to run on all handheld devices without any issue. All right, so This is the settings that I'm going to start with, aka UHD 7680 by 4320, so 16 divided by 9 aspect ratio. I'm going to run full screen is on. I did the full screen is off. How I demonstrated Xeon E5 2697V2 processor from 2013, the server processor, and with 24 logical threads, and I was running a windowed mode instead of full screen because somehow the driver throughout that time didn't allow me to run this game in a full screen mode. Even with 4 Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture, I was be able on my Intel Core i7 4930K, I was be able to run full screen, but on the Titan RTX and Xeon E5 2697V2, it didn't it was just a black screen if full screen is on. Right now I'm running on my Intel i9-9900K processor from 2018 and Nvidia Titan RTX video card, 24GB video RAM GDR6 from 2018 without any issues. So we're gonna go ahead and test it, and this is Retouched Edition, a little bit enhanced battery edition. All right, so I tested full screen and windowed on off just for 5 minutes before this video recording. The performance, the data at the right top corner is just the same. You want to pay your attention at the right top corner data. We're going to talk a lot about it. As you can see, self-explanatory. Those numbers verified. Every single value is correct and very useful, providing a lot of information for the ages in front of us while testing PC gaming systems and all kind of different systems in a particular game. So go ahead and try to use the same scenarios that I'm using today if you would like to benchmark it and report your results. Okay, so shadow map size right now available at Ultra, and developers done that and they claiming it's all the way up to 8K UHD video resolution. Before very high was the maximum. I'm going to start with the maximum visuals, so I'm going to test with the Ultra, and we're gonna lower down the visuals all the way to low visuals. We're gonna see how it's doing, and hopefully in the future I'm going to test it on handheld devices such as Asus handheld device that I'm having a project right now that we are about to build, and we're going to build the best gaming computer or the best PC system in your pocket PC that can run the games, and a little bit larger size than iPhone, but it's going to be great, guys, and I highly recommend handheld devices, and especially in 2025, and we're going to build one. So if you're looking to have your portable PC, the handheld devices portable PC is much better than a laptop. Okay, this is going to be the best video for you to watch, especially when you're playing games, especially when you're not doing a lot of workstation stuff like typing, Word, and stuff like that, Excel. Handheld devices will be the best because they're going to outperform any laptops. They're going to last you for very long time, and they usually come very powerful. It doesn't consume a lot of energy and a lot of energy on your battery. You can run on the battery, you can run on the AC, and they're going to last almost forever. Not like laptops that the battery will die very, very quickly. Laptop batteries technology is pretty bad when it comes to handheld devices. Handheld devices battery last like phone batteries on Android and iPhones from Apple, so for a very long time. So we're gonna maxed out, everything is maxed out, okay, as you can see. I'm also going to enable the ambient occlusion, which a big deal for the Nvidia Titan RTX, for the Nvidia Turing GPU architecture. For those who didn't know, Nvidia Titan RTX is a flagship video card. When it comes Nvidia Turing GPU architecture, it's running Nvidia TU102 GPU, the same GPU that was running in top-of-the-line Quadras, enterprise video cards, Quadras, RTX 8000 video cards, Turing GPU architecture that was for sale $8,000-$10,000. But Titan RTX in 2018 was $2,500, and I'm having this video card all the way from 2018. It's absolutely amazing video card. It works like a fine wine for those who drink alcohol. But I advise you to stay away from alcohol, stay away from smoking, stay away from soda, and stay away from, you know, anything that people makes in terms of the food and drinks, and you're gonna live a very healthy life. Eat a lot of fruits, drink a lot of water, coffee, tea with a lemon, but stay away from soda, alcohol, and cigarettes and stuff like that. Anyways, so this is how we're gonna do it. Anti-aliasing is on, and maximum visuals. I don't like to have film grain effect, like kind of noise on the screen, like an old photo, and I don't like to have chromatic aberration effect. It's going to be like echoing a little bit, like you're dizzy a little bit, like you're sick. I don't like to have it. I'm looking to have the best visuals possible. Okay, so that's how we're gonna start, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I have the ultimate package. I have every single DLC on Dying Light, including the following. Following you can unlock after you're gonna complete the campaign of the Dying Light. The following is kind of DLC, the continue campaign, another campaign that after the official campaign of the Dying Light. So as you can see, we are already 16,000 megabytes on the video RAM at the right top corner, and almost 12,000 megabytes or 12 gigabytes of our system RAM. Okay, system RAM on the Xeon i5 2697V2 processor from 2013, and motherboard from X79 from 2013 was running around 8,000 megabytes or 8 gigabytes system RAM on the same Titan RTX video card. But video RAM was around 13 all the way to 15, sometimes even 16 gigabytes, sometimes showing, but right now we're 17 gigabytes. So in this retouched version, enhanced version, definitely a little bit loaded, a little bit higher amount of video RAM. Keep in mind that I was running this on 4 Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture, and each Titan X Maxwell has 12 gigabyte of video RAM, GDDR5X, and so it was having 12 gigabyte, so it was runnable. And the game, even the classic version, I ran the classic version as again, I believe on Xeon i5 2697V2 with Titan RTX, and the classic version was using, as again, from 14, sometimes jumping to 16 gigabytes. So the game is still runnable even if you have 12 gigabyte of video RAM, as we witnessed on Titan RTX in 8K UHD video resolution. But it's going to offload a lot of data. Instead of video RAM, it's going to load in a system RAM, and it's going to slow down a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and check it out, guys. So we started just like same FPS, check it out, on the i9-9900K and Titan RTX. Same FPS as Xeon i5 2697V2 and Titan RTX. But as again, that was classic version, this is retouched version. But I believe there is no such a difference will be in terms of the FPS. And both video cards running stock during that time and right now. Okay, so as you can see, under 8K video resolution, it doesn't matter how fast your processor, most of the load will be done on the CPU, and even if you have one of the best processors, the FPS will be almost the same in 8K UHD video resolution and above. So the best CPUs, the fastest CPUs, you want to use only when you're playing 1080p or 1440p. If you're playing above 4K video resolution, especially 8K UHD video resolution or above, it doesn't matter how good is your CPU. Alright, so 17 gigabytes of video RAM. Wow, 16 gigabytes of video RAM is not going to be healthy to run Dying Light Retouched Edition in 8K UHD. Keep that in mind. So alright. I didn't play this game for a very long time. Let me go ahead, guys, and escape it. This game is crazy. As again, I highly recommend to play this game. This game is amazing. The storyline and everything. If you don't play a lot of games, you're gonna enjoy this game. It's like a Hollywood, movie. It's unbelievable. As you can see, visuals is also great, but this is very old game, guys. This game was available before 2017, and I'm playing it on the hardware 2018 UHD on a single video card, 25 FPS. So we went from 32 to 25 FPS. Let me go ahead and 28, 29. So pretty much like 30 FPS. Keep in mind, just because I'm recording with Nvidia ShadowPlay right now in real time, the FPS is lowered by 2 FPS if I'm not going to record with Nvidia ShadowPlay. So FPS will be like 33, one is 31, 34, keep that in mind. Right now 26 plus 3, like 30, 27, like 30, something like that. So at least at 2 FPS, but I would say at about 3 FPS. This game is unbelievable, as again, guys. Highly recommend for you to play this game and get it below $10 if you're smart. And get yourself the ultimate version with all the DLC. This game has a beautiful, fantastic DLC and such like that. You gotta get the full package, and it's going to be like $10 or below $10, the full package, even on Steam right now, as I'm recording on Steam in June 29. Oh Jesus. He's not dying. I didn't play this game for a very long time, as again, guys. Let me switch it. It's a beautiful effect. You don't want to create noises, because if you're gonna create noises, there is going to be a crazy zombie is going to come after you, and they kinda like hunters. They're gonna run and they're gonna kill you. Keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and use the med kit. I'm showing you right now the level that I was always testing. It's kind of in the middle of the city. This is right now the following edition running, but as again, it's just an additional campaign, but the same visuals, everything will be the same. Textures, as you can see, it's a little bit better ground textures and everything right there. That dude is crazy. They're gonna go after me, guys. Oh Jesus. Yeah. So I died, that's fine. So it's not playable. Imagine, when I'm playing Battlefield 2042, I mean, it's benchable, it's playable kinda for people that was always playing the games in 30 FPS average. I'm a classic gamer, so I know what it is. But it's not, actually, it's not playable, it's not enjoyable. But imagine, guys, when I'm playing Battlefield 2042 at 22, 25 FPS, maximum visuals in 7K video resolution on the same hardware, which is i9-9900K and Titan RTX video card, it runs way smoother than this, like way smoother. Keep that in mind. It's running like this game running like 45 FPS, and Battlefield running 22, 25 FPS, because the Nvidia reflex technology. And but over here, this 27, 30 FPS feels like 22. It feels horrible for this particular game. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go ahead and remove the anti-aliasing, but I don't think the anti-aliasing works, but we're gonna go ahead and have a look. Let me load up the game from the beginning. I'm gonna quit this, as again, I'm not focused on the gameplay. I didn't play this game for a very long time, since I believe 2023 or 2022, when I was recording with Xeon E5 2697V2 as a benchmark for you. And when I have free time to play games, I'm trying to play as many games as possible and test as many as possible to create additional value. Not only having fun, but create additional value for you. So don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. So this is how we're gonna do it. So right now it's going to be, we're gonna load up again, and without the anti-aliasing. I don't need to reboot this game, and we're not gonna reboot it. I don't think it's programmed nice. I don't think it requires for us to reboot, but check it out. We improved anti-aliasing actually working. We improved to 33, 34 FPS. Wow, okay. Keep in mind that I'm going to attach those related videos in the video comments so you can watch all kind of different systems and video cards and compare for yourself. 33, 34, so we improved by 2 FPS without the anti-aliasing. As you can see, anti-aliasing on Titan RTX, anti-aliasing method that they're using in Dying Light game, Dying Light PC game, it doesn't matter for Nvidia Turing GPU architecture flagship video cards such as Titan RTX. It's just excellent. So you don't want to create any noise. If you want to survive, because those hunters, as you saw, those hunters are going to get you. This game has a bunch of monsters. You're going to love it, big, small, and even the human beings, as you saw, was shooting to us. And it's kind of survival. It's beautiful single player survival. If you like zombies and stuff like that, you're going to love this game. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommend. I do have Dying Light 2 that I'm going to test it as well, and I'm planning to buy the new one that's coming out in August 2025 because I'm a fan. I believe this game was developed by the Polish developers and they did a good job. By the way, Polish developers doing such a great games. They're great game developers. They always doing games, and like 90% of those games are completely art, piece of art. So as you can see, a lot of elements of parkour will be in this game as well when they develop this game. This game in 2015, 2016 was one of the best looking game ever, and it's still looking great, guys. Check it out. It's debris, so it's apocalyptic kind of scenery here, and you're kind of survival, and with some other folks, a lot of zombies already. And it's again beautiful campaign, beautiful story. Highly recommend for you to play that. So we don't want to create noise because a lot of those folks will come to us, and this game is absolutely dangerous during the night. Right now it's a day, so it's cool. So 38 FPS right now. Let me average the FPS. So from 33 to 38, so jumping to 33 to 38, as you can see, even 41. Wow, that's a great performance for a single video card. So right now it's playable. It's not very comfortable, but it's playable for sure, especially if you played games at 35 FPS, a lot of games. If you're one of those gamers just like me, you know, I started with my first computer back in 1996, 1997, 386 without co-processor, so I couldn't run Doom because it was required the co-processor. I couldn't run the Quake 1 during that time. Only Wolf 3D, Wolfenstein 3D. Okay, that dude is the zombie that comes on the noise and stuff like that. So that's a good knife I unlocked. Yeah, it's beautiful. This game is beautiful. It's great animation. Everything is great about this game. Beautiful 3D animation, beautiful visuals, beautiful textures. Everything is beautiful. So they improved. Yeah, the textures is sharper now, definitely. And they saying they improved the lighting as well. In terms of the FPS, I don't think it's changed anyhow. Maybe maximum by like 5-7% or 10%. FPS decreased by 10% maximum, but I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so. I think it runs the same because the way that they improved is going to be just the textures. It's going to be just sprites and textures, and those, you know, not going to decrease your FPS by a lot. It's just going to use a little bit higher video RAM. Keep that in mind. So if you're going to run this on a device with below 24 GB of video RAM, because Titan RTX has again 24 GB of video RAM, GDDR6, I advise you. Oh, that's a human being. and I just killed that dude. You can search them, as you can see, for those who didn't play. So it's completely survival. You're gonna enjoy that. Just pick up a knife, check it out. But let me pick up my Machete version 2.0. You can jump, there's a water there, but don't kill yourself. I'm going with this machete as a headshot, as you can see, and I'm gonna nail a lot of those zombies. I really like this gun right here. I already forgot the game, but I remember this game was one of the best. So you can jump, check it out. Even the water level of details is unbelievable in this game for such an old game. So it's one of the best games. As again, come on, dude. Yeah, come here. This is dangerous right here. This dude is not okay. So he comes on noise, and at nighttime, that dude is danger. And at nighttime, it's all kind of different dangers. So this game is like a Stalker game series by Ukrainian developers, but this one is by Polish developers, and it's about more about zombies than Stalker. Right there, that dude can run on any surfaces. He's like a crazy. He can go after you, doing all kind of different parkourish moves and stuff like that. Let me get so this is still maxed out, guys, only without the anti-aliasing. Great FPS, and right now this is playable. Oh my god, I gotta be very careful. I'm trying to jump. You can jump into the water. Let me show you how beautiful the water is. I jump into the water throughout my test just to show you how beautiful the water is. They done a great job with the water. During that time, the water effects such as this was like unbelievable. It was like in Far Cry 2, Far Cry 3 games. Yeah, so this is classic. This is one of the best games that I highly recommend for you guys. The best PC gaming right here. Classic, the best one. That, as you can see, look, is just the same even in 2025. So it doesn't feel so comparing with today's games. So you can see how today's games just pretty much almost like nothing. Even in terms of the visuals, they didn't brought that visuals like those type of games in after 2010. Those games brought a lot of great visuals. The evolution in PC gaming stopped, unfortunately. Yeah, this is definitely parkourish right here, all the kind of moves. Okay, I'm trying to get out, and let's go ahead and get out here. Beautiful open space, as you can see, a lot of stuff for you to do. Complete a lot of missions. If you like to play, if you like parkour, play parkour here. It's safe and nice. Gotta be very careful. There's a car, you can do the trap there. So the guy's gonna run out there, and you can attract them to a car while you can escape, especially during the night. Okay, so 30 FPS, nice. Let's go ahead and quit, and we're gonna keep moving, guys. So right now this one is playable, this one kind of playable, but as again, this 33 FPS was feeling like 23 FPS in Battlefield 2042. So Reflex, Nvidia Reflex technology in Battlefield 2042 is amazing, guys. I can play game in 7K video resolution, Battlefield 2042 with Titan RTX video card and Intel i9-9900K online. 128 players, 64 versus 64 players, real players online. 22-25 FPS, and it feels like this or even a little bit even faster. This is unbelievable how they nailed in Battlefield 2042, but they didn't nail that low FPS in this particular game. So in this particular game, if you want to be comfortable, you want to have at least 45 FPS on average, okay, and minimum like 30, but 45 on average. So let's go ahead and load it up, and from the start as again, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the ambient occlusion, because ambient occlusion is taxing a lot of FPS when it comes to Nvidia Turing GPU architecture and older GPU architecture, such as Nvidia Pascal GPU architecture, such as Titan XP or GTX 1080 Ti, without ray tracing and without tensor technologies on the GPU yet, and the Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture that I tested for Titan X Maxwells for video cards. Go ahead and check out the video comments for that video. Yeah, but it's still playable even on those type of technologies from 2014. Alright, so as you can see, I have a lot of friends on Steam, a lot of players. They join me, my YouTube watchers. Go ahead and join me on Steam as well. Let's go ahead and play together. And we're playing a lot of games together, guys. We're having so much fun when I have some free time to relax, to play some games. Most of this system is running right now AI, artificial intelligence. I just put it on pause. I have multiple Titan RTX. Dying Light game supports Nvidia SLI, and I'm going to test 2 Titan RTX video cards in two-way SLI in Nvidia SLI. Most likely it's going to be available over my project, SLIready.com. Go ahead and check it out, or over this official YouTube channel, UHDking.com. Just go ahead and check the playlist Titan RTX SLI and or SLIready.com, my project for it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the ambient occlusion now, okay? Because it's taxing way higher on Nvidia Turing GPU architecture than anti-aliasing. I'm gonna turn it off. I believe that Nvidia ADA, after Nvidia Turing, it was Nvidia Ampere GPU architecture and then Nvidia ADA, and I believe that Nvidia ADA is not afraid any ambient occlusion at all. So I'm gonna turn off the ambient occlusion and we're gonna go ahead and try it like that. You saw the FPS, 33 FPS was within that. Let's go ahead and turn it off and see 44, 45 immediately boosted in terms of the FPS. Just like I told you, it's taxing way higher on Nvidia Turing GPU architecture than anti-aliasing method in this game. And what is the ambient occlusion? Ambient occlusion is kind of like additional maps, like black and white maps, that creating additional shadows on the edges of 3D meshes, 3D objects on each edges, creating additional shadows. It's kind of fakish, it's still fakish, kind of lighting effect, but it's lookish a little bit better when comparing side by side. But it's not that easy to spot, especially for the beginners. It's for the advanced gamers that care all about the visuals. It's getting evening and at night this game is going to get dangerous, so hopefully I'm going to test it before that. 41, 45 FPS right now is very playable, and it's playable right now. I can finish this game like this, but not very comfortable though. Very comfortable, we want to have 45, 50 in this game, in this particular game, as minimum. I would say very comfortable, 60 or above for sure. Very but comfortable, I would say 45, 50. So it's almost like a comfortable. I would say for me it's comfortable, but for a lot of folks maybe not still comfortable, but it's definitely playable and definitely benchable. So our main reason today to bench it so we can compare with the future GPU architecture, future video cards, CPU processors, PC systems, and all kind of different systems, including handheld devices and mobile devices. Okay, it's beautiful, as you can see. Visuals is beautiful, but we gotta be very careful because at the evening it's gonna go nasty. So as you can see, those zombies, walkers, they kind of walk after us. We gotta do the missions, but check it out. You can go ahead and this game has all kind of different weapons, all kind of different missions, so keep that in mind. Search, you can search for metal parts, the garbage cans and stuff like that, all the kind of boxes and alcohol, all the single parts, and then you can craft as the crafting ability, like all the survival games. But this one is one of the first kind of. Okay, no, that's like people, they're danger. So we're trying to avoid them for sure. Let's go try to avoid them. As bandits is going to be a mission there. That's the people that wasn't a zombie. So as you can see, it's getting evenish. And what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, and I'm gonna reboot the game. I'm gonna disable, and we're gonna disable some Nvidia settings, and it's gonna ask us to reboot the game. It's getting evenish, it's about to go night. So let's go ahead and do it. So you saw we improved to 45, sometimes to 40. Let me go ahead and switch. And we're gonna reboot the game and we're gonna start again. Actually, let me reboot the game right now. Let me try to do it. I just don't want to have the night. The game has dynamic night and day cycles, which is nice, and it's progressing while you're playing. Stalker Shadow Chernobyl was the first game that actually demonstrated to you throughout the gameplay those type of capabilities. Let me go ahead and reboot the game real quick. By the way, here's the information about this. The update just was released, as you can see. They just released the update, which is the retouched version, and on June 26th, they just updated the retouch update. June 26, 2025, and today is June 29, 2025, Sunday, beautiful Sunday. So what they did, higher resolution textures without the AI, doesn't say it, so I'm assuming at least 4K video resolution or above. Upscale skyboxes and clouds, so this one is upscale, so this one kind of using the artificial intelligence upscale, but higher resolution textures, I believe they redraw. Used a little bit different one, but just because the game feels the same, I believe they used the higher resolution texture that they saved as a developers and then downsize it when they released the game way back, when they released the Dying Light way back in 2015. As you can see, the game was released January 27, 2015. Ultra level quality shadows over developers website, they saying it's 8K video resolution, but as again, kind of shadows, it doesn't matter, especially when you're playing 8K video resolution. Even the low resolution shadows will be looking great in 8K video resolution. This is going to be a great idea for people that play in 1080p or 1440p, but not 4K UHD, or not, especially not 8K video resolution and above. As again, the game supports 16K video resolution, keep that in mind, and the game supports Nvidia SLI, so I'm going to test on 2 Titan RTX video cards in the future, because I have multiple Titan RTXs. They're right now doing some AI, artificial intelligence, and a lot of music, as you can see, was released. Go ahead and read about it, pause that. So 4 days ago, so I'm recording, it's 4 days ago was, and I'm recording, so we're gonna go ahead and play it. Let's go ahead and have a look, guys, shall we? I'm just gonna reboot it, and hopefully it's going to be daytime, because I don't want to do the nighttime. Nighttime is horrible in this game. You gotta be advanced player to survive, especially right now, because I'm in the middle of the following campaign, which is additional campaign to the original campaign of the game. Yeah, the Polish developers did a good job. This game is amazing. As again, I have the Dying Light 2, Stay Human, so I didn't test it, but I'm planning to test it. It's using some ray tracing technologies, while it's rendering, and ray tracing technologies going to eat a lot of GPU resources, and on Nvidia Turing GPU architecture, which is the first Nvidia ray tracing capable GPU, is not that fast as just regular vectorization. Okay, but it's in the Dying Light 2. But I'm going to test it over official UHD King YouTube channel. So they're going to release the new version of the Dying Light, the third one kinda, in August 2025, in 2 months from now. So hopefully I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna test it. So let's go ahead and continue. I just want to show you a little bit more during the day with this type of preset, and then we're gonna switch it. And just in case we reboot it as well, so let me bring the stats. What happened to our stats? Here we go. We got some stats at the right top corner. Yeah, guys, this i9-9900K, And Titan RTX from 2018 running so nice. Wow. It's nighttime. So dynamic day and night cycle. And yeah. Jesus, we gotta go through this nighttime. It's so dark, as you can see. And if I'm gonna make any noise, it's gonna be so crazy and so dangerous right now. Just noise, just you can shoot, and it's going to be a noise. I'm just curious. Can I turn it off? I don't think I can turn it off. Game. Can I just have the day right now for the tests? As you can see, I'm running maximum field of view, which will be 92. Total will be 104 horizontal, or at stock at 72 vertical plus 20, so 92. If you're playing 4K video resolution, actually it's 104 horizontal field of view or 72. If you're playing 4K video resolution or above in Dying Light, you want to make sure it's like that. Alright, it's so dark, and there is nothing what we can check, but as you can see, FPS is almost the same. It's a little bit lower during the dark. Can I load up? I'm just curious. This is crazy. It's just crazy dark. I'm gonna say play. You can see the following, the campaign, the following, and this is what I was playing. Difficulty is hard though, so difficulty wasn't that easy. And play campaign. I was playing on hard, as you can see. Let me go ahead and switch to normal while I'm playing it instead of hard, because we are testing, it doesn't matter. Restart from quest. Story 100%, as you can see, completed. Play and switch to normal. Hopefully it's not gonna override the game. It didn't. Old town map, as you can see, where I was always testing it. A lot of environment. Come on, switch the day and night cycle for us. Still night, Jesus. Okay. That's crazy, but it's about to go. Let me show you a little bit how it's at night time. Yeah, I think it's a good time. And let's just play a little bit. Let me show you. But this is so crazy. And I forgot, do I have like a night vision? This is the save file that was provided by one of my followers in Steam to me, because he played completely. I didn't finish the Dying Light completely at 100%. He finished it completely at 100%, and he provided to me this save file so I can test it. But is there any night vision? Because we definitely need to have some night vision. Keyboard and mouse, configuration, gamepad. You can play it on the gamepad, as you can see, on the Xbox gamepad. Keyboard, mouse, key bindings. Let's see, key bindings and movement, actions, use equipment. I forgot, is there any flashlight? No night vision, but there is only flashlight. Not like night vision and Stalker. Guys, by the way, Stalker enhanced version is coming out. I'm going to do a lot of walkthrough. I'm planning to do the walkthrough for Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl, Stalker Clear Sky. Oh, that guy's dangerous. And Stalker Call of prepaid. Hopefully you wanna hear us. Let me get down. Yeah, they're coming. Oh, that's pretty bad, guys. And this guy is such a dangerous. Immediately kill us. So hopefully it's going to be a day-night light, and we can play. Let's see. Come on, give us some. Is it still night? Come on. Let me show you how it's inside of this building for those people who's curious how it's going to be inside. Not like in an open world, but the FPS is the same. As you can see, it's like 40, so it's like 35 all the way to 45. So it's comfortable. It's playable gameplay. Playable at least that. It's not comfortable playable, but kind of comfortable just to be a playable. This game looks unbelievable, and Dying Light too, looking just the same. But the reason why I never recorded it feels a little bit boring. This game actually feels great, and the FPS is so low in Dying Light 2 on Titan RTX in 4K video resolution. It's like the FPS like in 8K UHD, just a regular Dying Light. But as again, benchmarks are coming, so do not miss that. Alright. So let me go ahead and reload it. So hopefully night is over. It's going to be morning. The timer on the clock is ticking pretty fast here. Yep, you defeated. Okay, so we survived. Check your player stash. Alright. So it's going to be when you're gonna survive a night, it's like a celebration. It's like good night and stay safe. Still a night, but we're coming to a day. It's gonna run out pretty quickly. So yeah, as you can see, it's already getting morning. So the sky boxes they include, but I can see right now, I'm not sure if you're gonna see it on the video, see like those kind of rainbow in all kind of different colors. So this means that it's an artifact on the saving of the texture of the skybox, and they stated they upscale it, but they didn't improve. The color gamma is incorrect, as you can see, and creating these artifacts when you can see it, separation of the colors, like those lines right there. It's not smooth gradient. The separation is kind of harsh, and you can see it. And usually it causes when the developers compress the texture pretty badly. So this part is not fixed, but definitely stars, upscale skyboxes, I don't know. Stars are not so detailed. It's kind of stars like stars without the details. Yeah, they are, but upscale is not like completely, you know, in that resolution. It's just upscale. It's just AI guessing the level of details. But comparing with real resolution will be always a little bit better, especially if you know what you're looking for while comparing upscale texture versus real resolution texture. But sometimes it's hard to tell. So they do this dead. It's about to go day. I'm just waiting for the day, guys, and we're gonna switch. Let me show how good the game. I'm turned down some audio, but the audio in this game is unbelievable. You can hear the noise, wind. You can play this game just by the audio. We gotta be very careful. As you saw, those zombies that's walking there, they're danger. You want to be very careful, very careful. First of all, at night you don't want to make any noise, because if you're going to make a noise, you're gonna die. Oh my god. Let me get to the top. It's always a great idea to get yourself to a top. Much better survivability. But as again, if you're gonna create some noise, those guys that are gonna run after you, they're gonna get you. Yeah, I forgot already this game, but this game is unbelievable, guys. Highly recommend. I gotta replay this. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'm gonna do the walkthrough I receive a lot of views and likes, especially when I was doing the 4 Titan X Maxwells back all the way back in 2016. So support this YouTube channel, support this video, and more videos are coming for Dying Light. Definitely. Yeah, the game is unbelievable, as you can see. It's very scary during the night, just like a stalker. This game is not a joke during the nighttime. Gotta be very careful. You gotta know, like, it's completely like parkourish, as you can see, so you're gonna learn how to do it. I just didn't warm up, but you're gonna do a good job in this game. This game is not rocket science. It doesn't look that overwhelming. This game is simple. You just gotta start from the beginning, the first campaign, and gotta do a couple quests, and you're gonna learn this game very quickly. So it's morning time almost. Let's go ahead and get on top of the building. And can I get on top? And what I want to do from the top, I want to show you how beautiful the morning in this game. But the open world in this game and the map location and everything is done nicely. So the Polish developers did a good job. I gotta play the Dying Light too. I cannot believe I even didn't complete few missions. I played like one mission and it was a little bit boring to me. I gotta replay it and see. And I gotta play the Stalker 2, guys. I got the Stalker 2 for you. Okay, so 8. So you gotta unlock it, but you gotta be, I already forgot it. Gotta be very careful because you can break them. But I have a lot of them, as you can see. That guy sent me his save file with a lot of stuff. Through the Dying Light has a great modding community, and you can mod it. But as again, for me, I don't like those crazy modes when it's gonna ruin the game experience. I like modes which is visuals only. Visual mode, yeah, I'm a big fan, especially if it's going to improve the visuals. You can count me in, but check it out. You can do stuff like that. And I'm standing, or what's going on there? Here we go. Thanks God I didn't jump, otherwise I would kill myself. It's getting morning, as you can see. Some zombie is going to be on top, so you want to be... Oh, night survived. Here we go. Just like I told you, it's a big deal here to survive the night. This game, yeah, and you saw like how easy, even at normal difficulty, it took that zombie to kill me. Like nothing. So pretty much you're searching the boxes, doing some quests, and progressing through campaign, through a story, and learning what's going on, what happened, characters. This game is nice, done nicely. So they wanna break it. You're gonna learn how to unlock them. It's not that, oh my god, not that rocket science. Dude, just get out, man. I really like this machete because it can can cut the body parts, and in this game is done nicely. Here we go. Oh, I can break it. I gotta be very careful. Let me see. Here we go. And just open up and get some goodies. No, I don't need that sword. I don't need that sword. Yeah, it's getting morning now, guys. So let's go ahead and load up, and I'm gonna switch the presets. Let's go ahead and load up from the start. I just show you a little bit of night, which is nice. I'm not trying to waste your time. I'm just trying to show you a little bit of difference during the night. But you saw the FPS almost the same. Plus minus like 3 FPS. The video RAM was below 16,000 megabytes, below 16 gigabytes during the night, because you didn't see a lot of details during the night, but during the day it's went up, as you saw. to 17,000 megabytes on the video RAM, or 17 gigabytes. Right now it's 16 gigabytes, almost 17 gigabytes. So to have a healthy video RAM utilization in Dying Light Retouched version of the game, Retouched Edition, which is updated version, visual version of the game, you gotta have at least 16 gigabyte of video RAM. But to have a healthy video RAM utilization without any offload of data into the system RAM, I would say you gotta have at least 24 gigabyte of video RAM, just like I'm having today, or 20 gigabytes. Some video cards will be featuring 20 gigabytes in 2025, 2026. So this is kind of 20 gigabytes you want to have while running Dying Light Retouched Edition in 8K UHD video resolution. So you can imagine that 16K video resolution will be probably way above 24 gigabytes, because almost 20 gigabytes 8K HD. So I would say we're going to test it, guys, maybe on RTX 5090, RTX 5090 with 32 gigabytes. We're going to test Dying Light in 16K UHD. But I'm going to test 10K video resolution on Titan RTX, 12K video resolution, just a benchmark. Of course, it's not going to be playable at maximum visuals, but it's going to be playable at some visual presets, but just to test it so we can compare in the future and see the difference, how the technology improved. Alright, it's beautiful, as you can see, it's morning. So let me go ahead and switch it. I showed you the FPS of 45, kind of 45 as the average, as you can see, but sometimes it's jumping to 51. Let me average it, but 45 is kind of average, so we know about that part. Okay, yeah, it's also easy to die here, so while you're doing some parkourish moves, just be nice. So let me go ahead and start it up. The day and night cycle going very quickly here, so it's not like real time. It's way faster. It's like 1 minute, probably like 10 minutes. But as again, you can do through the modding, but I don't like to read through the modding gaming experience, except visuals. I'm all about the visuals, so I like to improve my visuals through the modes, through anything what I can, through the resolution, through the modes as well. Alright, so check it out, 45, right, 46. Let me average it here, and we're gonna go ahead and switch it. So I'm gonna say, you know what, now, and this is with the shadow map size at ultra, which is maximum, that developers claim to be 8K UHD. Everything else maxed out, and keep in mind view distance is maxed out, so you don't see how it's preloading the details, because if view distance is not going to be maxed out, you're going to see how it's going to preload the details, and it's going to be a little bit higher FPS. Let's go ahead and turn down all the way to Nvidia depth of field as well, all the Nvidia technologies, and keep without the anti-aliasing, without ambient occlusion, and without Nvidia TAC. Of course, no motion blur and no film grain and no chromatic aberration effect. I don't like that. It just ruined the visuals. Everything else maxed out. So it's still kind of maxed out. Let's go ahead and have a look. And it didn't improve. So Nvidia depth of field, as you can see, didn't improve the FPS when it's on or when it's off. But I like to keep it off, actually. So I'm all about the maximum sharp, beautiful visuals. So that's why I like to play 8K video resolution and above. Alright, so it's going to be the same if you're going to turn on the Nvidia depth of field. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and do the shadow map size. Let's go ahead and first we're going to go ahead and find the shadows, because it's 8K video resolution shadows. Just perfect. And can we find the perfect right here, perfect shadow? See, like this is 8K UHD video resolution, so it's going to be highly detailed shadows, and we're going to turn it down from I'm going to go to the lowest now, and then I'm going to show you how I would play it. and at the same time it's going to be the same preset as on the Xeon A5 2697V2 with Titan RTX video card that I demonstrated, I believe, in 2022. Go ahead and check out that video in video comments. So first thing first, let's go ahead and turn down shadow map size from ultra all the way to lowest. So from 8K UHD, as developers claim, to probably like 512, something like that. 512 pixels by 512 pixels, and see if it's going to be any difference. Yep, see like level of details. Right now the shadow is kind of blurred out, but I really like this way actually versus the way that it was, like highly detailed, because this is kind of much more realistic shadows to me versus when they're so sharp. So shadows, as I told you, 8K UHD, I don't care about the shadows. Shadows 1080p or 4K is the max what I would like to see, because it's gonna ruin your photorealism, because when it kind of blurred out on shadows, it's more photorealistic to me, and especially in this game as well, and in Stalker as well. So what I'm gonna do in Stalker Enhanced, but in Stalker Original, the higher resolution shadows is better, because Stalker game series original is unbelievable. So I'm just wanna load up and show you what is the FPS. We improve just from the start real quick, because it's going to be that point when you're gonna see the current FPS, when the camera gonna be looking just like when we're starting this level. But check it out, we decreased the video RAM and we increased the FPS by about 1-2 FPS additional. It's going to be way better playable. So from 45 we went to 47 by 2 FPS. Okay, and this is without the shadows. Let me just run it like this very quickly, and we're gonna switch it. So I really like it. I think it's cool. Yeah, and as again, guys, I didn't warm up. Sorry about that. But as again, this video is not about the gameplay. Gameplay video will be, guys, as well on Titan RTX that you don't want to miss. It's going to be a long one for sure. And who knows? Maybe I'm gonna do a walkthrough if you're gonna support me a lot on a completely game from scratch in 8K UHD, but not on a single Titan RTX for sure. Maybe on 2 Titan RTXs and SLI, or on way better and modern video card like RTX 3090. I also have 4 RTX 3090 content is coming out. They're doing a lot of AI right now, guys. I'm about to introduce my AI, artificial intelligence. It's going to be my services, image generative services by my AI, by my own AI. It's going to be fantastic that you're gonna miss. Another reason for you to thumbs up and subscribe for this YouTube channel. It's not only about the gaming, it's about a lot of value no matter what kind of industry you are. Check it out, this texture right here. Yeah, they say they improved. Can you see it's improved? Something like is running here. Something was running like right there. I think it's reflecting that fleck right there. Yeah, the ground texture is definitely improved. So Retouched Edition is better, but I believe that FPS will be just the same. As you can see, a lot of parkour elements, so you're gonna enjoy, especially if you're into parkour. This game is for you. Oh yeah, that machete is not a joke. With the headshots, you can search the dead bodies. As you can see, you can finish it even. Check it out. Boom. Pick up some money, pick up some parts. Okay, so we saw that. Let me real quick change the completely make everything at lowest visuals, and then I'm going to show you how I would play it, and we're going to go ahead and wrap up. So lowest possible visuals, everything is set to lowest possible visuals. See that? 8K UHD video resolution, 7680 by 4320, 16 divided by 9 aspect ratio. Let's go ahead and quit the game, and I'm gonna quit the game completely just to see if we're gonna refresh the video RAM usage and system RAM usage, just to refresh the garbage collector in the game. As again, I didn't program this game. I don't know how well the garbage collection in this game for this particular game engine, but you know, just in case, we rebooted the game completely while we're switching from the maximum visuals to lowest visuals, just to see the video RAM usage and system RAM usage at the right top corner correctly. Sometimes when you're switching from the highest to lowest, it's going to keep some data from the highest still somewhere there. But as again, it's up to the garbage collector. On the game engine, throughout that game, if developers is going to clear the data completely out of your system or not. Some developers not cleaning. If you're gonna switch from highest visuals to the lowest visuals, this is why it's recommended to reboot your game. Hopefully guys this makes sense. Yeah, so this one, Dying Light the Beast, is coming, so support me guys, so I'm gonna get it for you. And hopefully I'm going to demonstrate it on Titan RTX. It's going to be nice to see how the first ray tracing, the first Nvidia GPU with AI to the home users can run it. Because the Titan RTX is the first generation of the RTX 20 series video card or RTX 2000 series video cards, and it's kind of the flagship, the king of that. This video will be like over 1 hour, but everything will be covered completely. Check it out, 49 FPS. Let me average the FPS. Lowest possible visuals, not even 50. 4 Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture will destroy single Titan RTX in HD. Easy, destroy. At least on the original game, but as again, I didn't see the original game versus retouched version of the game any difference. To me it was just the same in terms of the performance, while comparing to Xeon E5 though, 2697V2. But as again, when you're playing HD, it doesn't matter how great your CPU, just the performance will be maximum from 5th generation by 10% maximum 15 in some games, but on average it's like 10% performance boost if the difference between the generation is about 4 or 5 generations. And Xeon E5 2697V2 is 3000 series i7 CPUs if for the home users, while this is 9000 series i9, not even i7, because the higher level of the cache and higher amount of cores. i9 was introduced actually with 9000 series. 9000 series was the first CPUs that had the i9 by Intel. Alright guys, it's way better. So right now it's, I would say for me it's comfortable gameplay, but maybe not for a lot of folks, especially for those folks that play the playing games on 200 Hz screens and above. Pretty sure for them it's not going to be silky smooth, but for me it's, for the old school gamer that played a lot of games. Let me go ahead and jump into the water. Oh, check it out, the level of details, like Far Cry 2 reminds me of Far Cry 3 a lot. You can collect stuff. So yeah, this game is absolutely amazing, absolutely beast. If you're looking to get kind of RPG game but from the first person shooter view, this is the game for you. And it's beautiful, and it's still water effects, still using some depth of field even when depth of field is disabled, but it's just such a beautiful, as you can see. So this is the lowest visual preset. As you can see, minimum was 35 FPS, which is great, at least for me guys. As you remember, it was the soldiers here at some point, but right now not, they just went somewhere. A bunch of zombies. Let me go ahead and finish that zombie. You can do all kind of different moves, as you can see. Yeah, those zombies not gonna give you a good life right here. Yeah, so right now it's playable for sure. And when you're switching in Dying Light from the maximum visuals to the lowest visuals, there is no such a difference in terms of the visuals. Almost visuals are almost the same, almost, except the Let me show you the footage of the veggies. As you can see, they're preloading as you come. But when you're running 8K video resolution, it's kind of hard to see because 8K video resolution has higher radius even at lowest visuals. But you can see a little bit of preloading. If I would be running low at 1080p, you would see a lot of preloading. But just because I'm running 8K, there's just a little bit of preloading. Beautiful level of details. This is beautiful game from 2015. It's just unbelievable, guys, how great this game is. Okay, bunch of zombies. I just heard there was a human being somewhere. So this is, guys, how I would play it on handheld device. If I would having below 30 FPS, then I would switch to lowest FPS, and if my FPS will be like 40, this is how I would play it, especially at 1080p. At screen 10-inch and below, you're not gonna see any difference if you're gonna play 8K or 1080p. It's just going to be the same. But we're going to test on handheld devices coming out. My project on handheld device in 2025. I'm going to build myself the first and the best handheld device. Another reason for you to thumbs up and subscribe and share with your friends. So right now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how I would play it. And this is going to be very high. It's going to be the same visual preset that I was running on Xeon E5 2697V2. Instead of Ultra, Ultra is again came with the retouched version of the Dying Light game. We're gonna use the very high instead of Ultra. Footage quality high, everything else will be high. As you can see, my texture quality was set at high. Okay, so the texture quality was still set at high. If I would switch it to low, then we're probably gonna see the texture is not gonna look that sharp and nice. But just because I'm running the retouch version, it's still going to be great because they improved the textures. So all the way the distance to the maximum. No ambient occlusion. Nvidia depth of field none. Motion blur none. Anti-aliasing. I'm gonna enable the anti-aliasing. This car was running on Xeon. So like this, guys. Alright. No ambient occlusion. No depth of field. So let's go ahead and test that. On 4 Titan X Maxwell GPU architecture, it was 55, 65 FPS average, sometimes even 70 FPS at night. Let's go ahead and save that. And I'm gonna just, as again, restart the game just in case. So we're gonna have the proper data at the right top corner. I'm just gonna reboot it real quick. So this video will be like 1 hour, guys, but everything will be what it is. See, like today it's 8:24 p.m. evening, Sunday, June 29, 2025. Let's go ahead and start the game. I'm running as again without any modes, so if you're gonna test it, if you're gonna benchmark it, make sure that you're running without any modes. Sipping that coffee. Yeah, this game, classic, and this game looks just like, almost like it was released in 2023 or 2024. It's looking great. And when I saw the Dying Light 2, I didn't see too much of the difference, but I'm gonna play it again. I just played like 7 minutes when I got it, but I didn't record the video for you. I gotta record the video for you guys. I'm gonna test the Dying Light 2 in 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, and this resolution, whatever will be benchable. As well as Dying Light, this game I'm gonna test in all the resolutions will be available on UHD King on Titan RTX, because Titan RTX with 24GB of video RAM, as you can see, can go way above to 8K UHD and way above to 8K UHD. And for those who's curious, I can go 10K, another 10K, 12K, 12K made out of the 3 8K UHD screens, then 16K video resolution. So video resolution is over here, all the way to 16K UHD. So developers did not limit the game like some developers do, using Unreal Game Engine or Ubisoft developers using it a lot. They're limiting the games in terms of the resolution all the way to 10K video resolution as maximum resolution, but not this game. They didn't limit that. This is proper way of game development. They totally unlocked the DirectX 11 API, as you can see, DirectX 11 API. So this guy's how we're gonna play it. So it's going to be like this. I probably should switch the texture to lowest. I'm gonna test it after this video just to show how lowest on everything will be the FPS. So like this, guys, see that? So turn out the film grain, chromatic aberration, motion blur, all the Nvidia presets, so just in case if you're gonna test it in the future on AMD Radeon video cards. Ambient occlusion is off as well. View distance all the way to the maximum, because what's the point to play 8K HD if it's not full HD quality too high? Shadow map size to very high instead of ultra. I already show you the ultra right now to very high, just to so we can see the test on the Xeon A5 2697V2 and Titan RTX video card, the same video card. Texture quality at high, okay? FPS uncapped and VSync is off, so maximum FPS will be demonstrated, okay? And it doesn't matter what the hertz of my screen, the FPS when it's uncapped will be the same on any hertz or any size of the screens. Alright, let's see. So for Titan X Maxwells, we're showing here 55, 65 average, and sometimes even jumping to 70. But kind of on average like 60. But for Titan X Maxwells from 2014, 4 of those video cards and 4-way SLI, while right now we're running single Titan RTX, single video card from 2018, 4 years of difference. Let's go ahead and have a look. By the way, this Titan RTX is a legendary video card, guys. It took Nvidia another 4 years to release RTX 3090, and I highly recommend for you RTX 3090 for everything what you do. Much better than Titan RTX for gaming or for the AI. That one, RTX 3090, is the legendary video card. The problem with that video card is only that it was released late. After Titan RTX, it was released in 2021, 3 years after. If it would be released 2 years after, it would be a great. So it was kind of 3 years difference and only 2 times faster than Titan RTX. So RTX 3090 video card, especially RTX 3090 Ti, will show at least twice more FPS over here. Single video card, keep that in mind. So it's going to be very playable in 8K video resolution completely. The GPU utilization 99%. We have excellent GPU utilization, exactly as we want to keep it. It's constantly 99%. That means if higher resolution, it will also go to 100 for sure, 9900. Like in 10K, 12K for sure, if it's going to be benchable. I didn't bench it yet, so I'm not sure. But it's comfortable. This is how I would play it. For me, it's comfortable gameplay. It's 42, 45 FPS. But for Titan X and SLI, Maxwell GPU architecture was 60. Wow. So two Titan RTX and SLI that I'm also going to test it. So don't forget to smash that like button and support me. I'm going to test it for you. So two Titan RTX is going to show 2 times FPS. It's scaling perfectly. But the problem is with Titan RTX is while it's running on air, the distance between 2 video cards is just a little, so the secondary video card doesn't breathe no air, it's just breathing the hot air. And if it's going to run on air, the FPS boost is not going to be 2 times, but it's going to be 1.75 times. And the reason why, because the video cards will be thermal throttling if you're going to run on air again. But I don't see any reason for you to switch to water, especially on Titan RTX, because it's gonna cost you at least $400–600 more just to do it, just to switch to Titan RTXs. But keep in mind, when you're running Nvidia SLI, you need to set the closest video card on water to the CPU, the closest video card to the CPU. Everything else in two-way SLI, secondary video card can run on air, and it's not even going to reach above 60 Celsius. It's going to run so cool, because in SLI somehow the next video card is not fully utilized, and it's not generating so much heat because it's not using so much wattage. Keep that in mind. Okay, it's beautiful. Let me go ahead and test it. So you saw the FPS, right? Go ahead and rewind it and have a look at the right top corner. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch everything to minimum. Okay, unfortunately we cannot switch the texture quality to minimum. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to real quick quit this level so we will be able to switch it, and then I'm gonna reboot it and show you completely everything at low, and we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna show you the details about the system, and we're gonna wrap up with this video. So everything is covered. So right here, texture quality, I'm gonna go to the lowest. Can I go to, no, medium is only medium. So let's go ahead and have a look at the video RAM utilization. The reason why I want to do it, I want to show you the video RAM utilization for those folks, so you're going to know exactly how much video RAM you need to be able to run Dying Light. Newer version, which is much better in visuals, in 8K UHD. I'm also going to test 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, as again 10K, 12K hopefully, and hopefully 16K, but I think we're gonna run out of the video RAM. Alright, so view distance also to the minimum, everything to the minimum. And guys, I was playing with anti-aliasing. On. As you remember, it taxing just a little bit, couple FPS. So without that, I would be like 4750 FPS. And just because I'm recording as again with Nvidia ShadowPlay, go ahead and add at least 2 FPS. But I would say 3 FPS. Add 2-3 FPS to the FPS counter without the recording, because I'm recording on the same computer and it takes 2-3 FPS. So everything is off, okay? And I'm gonna save it. And I'm gonna reboot the game real quick just to show you the proper data at the right top corner. Let's go ahead and do it. Actually, I want to play this game after recording of this video. I'm gonna load up this game. This game right now on Steam, $10, guys. Everything is included. Do not miss that. This is your best opportunity to get this game. Such a game, especially for the handheld device, and it's verified and certified. It's runnable with the Z1 Extreme for sure. As minimum, put it on Z1 Extreme AMD chip, or Z2 Extreme or better, will be like a silky smooth like a butter. Handheld devices, you can connect to a big screen as well. You can connect also the peripherals such as keyboard and mouse. And yeah, it just, handheld devices, if you're gonna build it right with a lot of storage, will last you guys way better than a laptop. If you're not using it as workstation, like you don't need to type a lot, stuff like that, Excel. So like if you're not gonna use a lot of keyboard, but even with the keyboard you can connect, but it's just not going to be that comfortable. But for me, after they introduce the handheld devices, what I would select, laptop or handheld device? Of course, handheld device. If I'm going to have a regular workstation, then handheld device in my pocket, so I can take it anywhere with me, and it's way better than laptop. And survivability and long life of that device will be much longer than a laptop. It's going to last you at least 5 years. But as again, I'm going to do a project of the best handheld device for the money, and for the Sans in 2025 that you don't want to miss. We're going to build it together, and I'm going to select the best one. And yeah, it's going to last you 5 years as minimum while playing all the games. So you saw the FPS. Did you see that FPS when I started? It was like 48, even 49, like this. So we improved. We definitely improved. Let me average that. I reset the average FPS, so you're gonna see the proper average FPS. Let's go ahead and play that. So as you can see, shadows at low kind of more realistic because they kind of producing that effect of the animation just like in real life, some waves instead of just a sharp shadows. To me, it's has better photorealism to it when it's set like that. Yeah, this game using some bad language, so it has the age limitation. It's not for the teenagers. They're using some bad language, they're using some blood, killing, stuff like that. This game is at least for adults. Teenagers are enjoying Fortnite. Beautiful. Yeah, they improved the textures. Check it out, even on the melee here. See that the level of the textures right there is amazing. But this game was looking amazing even in 2015. But in 2015 on single Titan X Maxwells, I remember it was not playable in 4K video resolution on single Titan X Maxwells in 4K UHD. At least 2 Titan X Maxwells in 4K UHD. Then it was okay in 4K UHD, like at 60 FPS. And 4 Titan X Maxwells in 4K maxed out was showing around like 120 in this game. Go ahead, check out my YouTube channel. I recorded for you guys. At night we're gonna create a noise and we're gonna bring some focus on us. So guys, this is minimum visuals, 50 FPS, very comfortable for me at least. And yeah, so it's not just playable, it's very comfortable. I would finish this game like this. Please watch this video in 8K UHD video resolution. Switch it in your YouTube player to 8K UHD or to 4320p. Look at that, it's beautiful. I really like that slow-mo by the game automatically. Nice touch. Yeah, the Polish developers did such a good game, and the price they're asking for this game right now is also unbelievable. It's a classic, it's worth it. It's one of the best PC games ever, guys, especially when it comes to first-person shooter. Top 10 for sure. Stalker, Doom, Wolfenstein, this game. Just if you're gonna take the category of the first-person shooters, not even the survival games. Under the survival first-person is one of the top 3 or top 5 for sure. Look at that visuals, guys, from the game in 2015, and the FPS is great. Everything is great. It's just unbelievable. So this is the lowest visual preset. Just want to show you if it's still going to. And the textures is. Let me show it to you at low too. But look, with this retouched version, it's still looking great. Check it out. Medium texture, sorry, not low. Medium. Everything else at low as possible. We cannot switch to low. Look, it's still looking great. So this is how the game was looking at the maximum texture before. This is how it was looking. That's the only, if I remember, is dangerous. If I just level up, yep, he blow up. So you wanna stay away. And yeah, as you saw, this is how at a medium, this is how it was looking before this retouched version. Okay, but it's still looking great though, especially if you're playing above 4K video resolution, because even 1080p, even with the classic version, even in 4K video resolution, you're still not going to pull up all the pixels on those textures. It's not going to be there. Because let's say that one, even if that one is using 1920 by 1920, not 1920, I believe that we're using 2048 pixels by 2048 pixels, if this is the texture. If you're playing the game 1080p or even 4K video resolution, look how small that object is. You're not gonna render all the pixels on even on 4K UHD, because you're not gonna render there 2000 pixels, because this is about 600 by 400 pixels that you're gonna render. But if you're playing this on 8K UHD, and this is 2000 by 2000 pixels, yeah, on 8K UHD this is looks like 2000 by 2000. But 4K or above, textures. If you want to load them up, you want to play games at least in 16K video resolution. And 16K video resolution is the top a gaming resolution in 2025 because it's the top gaming resolution that's supporting with DirectX 12 API, DirectX 11, DirectX 10, DirectX 9, OpenGL, Vulkan, OpenCL, even the CUDA. There is no API that can support above 16K video resolution as 3D world rendering. You can do 2D world 32K and in CUDA, Nvidia CUDA, all the way to over 100K 2D, but not 3D world XYZ, but 2D as X, Y, width and height. But you can emulate in 2D world, 3D world, keep that in mind. But as again, it's not going to be a native. So check it out, storage page, check it out, guys. Under the storage page, let me show you that. As you can see, you need to be old enough to watch that. Let me pause that. And at the store page right now, you can pick up this game for $4.99 already with a lot of DLCs, including the 10th anniversary bundle. But everything included only $10. Everything is included is only $10. This is unbelievable. Let me show you the list. This is what you want to get, and I highly recommend for you to get this game. So this is all the stuff that you're gonna get. As you can see, I have all the DLCs. Not all of them. They added a little bit more. But I have all the main DLCs that necessary for you to receive maximum experience. Actually, I'm gonna get the rest that I don't have. But $10, guys, on sale right now, 80%. Do not miss that. This is the game. All right. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and show you what kind of system I was using today. As you can see, I was recording with the updated version. They updated in the end of 2024 Nvidia ShadowPlay. So Nvidia GeForce Experience changed right now to Nvidia app. So I was recording in native. My Nvidia driver, by the way, is hacked to be able to show DSR in 16K video resolution. And on the Turing GPU architecture, I'm capable to record with Nvidia ShadowPlay in 8K UHD that was not available under Nvidia GeForce Experience for Nvidia Turing GPU architecture. But you can hack it if a lot of likes and support. I'm going to show you how to do it. So guys, this is the system that I was running today. As you can see, the i9-9900K was overclocked to 5 GHz or 5000 MHz with hyper threading technology is enabled. It doesn't have the performance core. It doesn't have the efficiency cores. It has all the physical cores, which is 8 physical cores, or hyper threading cores, additional 8 logical cores. Total 16 logical cores under the Windows or Linux operating system. Z390 chipset, Maximus 11 here. Okay, it was running 8x somehow, but supporting 16x, but I'm unable to set. I tried all 4 Titan RTXs. I'm unable to set 16x on them. I also tried the RTX 2080 Ti. I had 2 of them, and SLI. Go ahead and check out my YouTube channel for that, UHDking.com, for 2 RTX 2080 Ti video cards in SLI and single tests. I'm unable to run the 16x. Something wrong with this board, or something wrong with the Maximus 10 and Maximus 11, which is Z370, Z390 chipset for the Intel 8000 series and Intel 9000 series CPUs. Under the PCI Express 3.0, it's not 16x. Even if you're not using any other slots and you're not using M.2 SSD, I'm not using it built in on the board slot, it's still 8x, but the performance will be the same, trust me guys. Okay, there is no such a difference for Titan RTX or for any Nvidia Turing GPU architecture, no matter what kind of video card you're running, RTX 2080 Ti or Titan RTX 8x or 16x under PCI Express, it's still going to be the same. So 3200 MHz, 1600 MHz internal, 3200 MHz as external. You will tell me DDR4 3200 MHz not such a big deal. It is a big deal because it's CL11. See that? CL11 1T command. It's not CL18, not CL16, not even CL14. CL11, the low value is better because the low value under the latency is generating low time communication between the processor and the system RAM, in my case, it's below 45 ns, stands for the nanoseconds. And if you remember throughout the gameplay, at the right top corner, we got the ms by the FPS, and ms stands for the milliseconds. It's a latency delay. So before each frame rendered under those ms, but over here ns, it's a latency delay before the communication between the processor and the system, and below the 45 ns, nanoseconds. The read write and bandwidth also very crazy for 3200 megahertz, almost 50,000 megabytes or 50 gigabytes. Okay. This memory, one of the fastest, Corsair DDR4. It's 5000 MHz CL11, but unstable on this motherboard. The fastest DDR4 was 5200 MHz by G.Skill. When it comes to DDR4, I believe it's unstable because Corsair went with Micron technology chips, and if you want to go above 4000 MHz, if you're using DDR4 technology, you want to use the Samsung B-Die chips, not the Micron technology chips. I check out this system I'm using Micron technology chips. More about the system RAM will be available in my additional review over the UHDking.com. I'm going to show you how to overclock this memory to this frequency, what kind of voltage, and how to use the Z390 chipset motherboard to do that. So Micron technology chips hates the high frequency, especially when we're talking 4000 megahertz and above, but it loves, when it comes to DDR4, but it loves the low latency, and I believe CL11 I utilize it pretty well. So I received the lowest latency, communication between the processor and system RAM, and very high bandwidth, almost 50,000 megabytes or 50 gigabytes, which is top of the line for dual channel DDR4. Okay, Titan RTX video card running completely stock, but 100% fan rotation, but completely stock. If you're going to overclock your Titan RTX, you're going to receive additional at least 10% of the 10% of the boost in terms of the FPS. This is as minimum. But usually I have a different Titan RTX, not this one. I didn't repaste anything as thermal compound paste on this Titan RTX, but I have a different Titan RTX that I was using with liquid metal thermal compound paste, and I was clocking it, and I was receiving through the overclock, for free overclock through the MSF, the burner right here, through this software. I was receiving 15% boost, 15% boost in any games, 15 additional. So it's going to compensate your recording plus give you maybe 1 or 2 more FPS without the recording, with the recording, if you're going to overclock your Titan RTX, okay? Because the recording takes 10% performance loss while recording with Nvidia ShadowPlay, which is unbelievable, by the way. Nvidia ShadowPlay is one of the best video capture of your screen in real time on the same system. All right. So this is the Titan RTX. I'll also bench it for you just to show you how beautiful it is. Let me compare it with all kind of different processors, the old school CPUs. This is the E8500. I used to have it, very legendary. This is the AMD garbage CPU. This is the i5-7600K garbage CPU. AMD garbage FX 8350. Legendary i7-2600K. I used to have that CPU, very overclockable. Garbage FX 9590. i7-4790K legendary CPU. I used to have that, very overclockable. i7-6700K. i7-7700K legendary. I used to have it on desktop and in laptops. I have a lot of benchmarks out of this CPU. It's also a great CPU, highly recommend. Ryzen 5 1600 garbage. i7-5960X legendary 16 thread CPU, the first 16 thread CPU, legendary. i7-8700K 8 series or 8000 series flagship CPU before the 9000 series CPU that I'm having today. This is how faster I am, as you can see. Okay. Ryzen 7 1700, Ryzen 7 1700X garbage, 1800X garbage, Ryzen 7 2700X garbage, i7-6950X, nice, legendary CPU, the first one you tried for the user before the Xeons, which was affordable if you're talking about brand new in the box CPUs. i9-9900K, the same CPU, check out how faster than it is. So pretty much i9-9900K was like i7-8700K, kind of the same performance. i7-7900X, AMD Ryzen 3700X, nice CPU. This one is nice one by AMD. This is where AMD starts shining. i7-10700, nice, but I'm faster by the same amount of cores and threads. 11900K, nice, but way faster, as you can see. When we're talking PC games, we're gonna compare the performance, single thread performance. When we're talking as workstations, such as video encoding, but only as workstations when we're gonna utilize every single core, every single thread at 100%, like 3ds Max, Cinema 4D, Blender, like those 3D rendering applications, they can utilize all the way over 120 cores easy at 100%. Whatever cores you have, they're gonna utilize it. This is where we're gonna look at multi-thread performance. But when we're talking PC games in 2025, 2026, or older games, you're going to look at the single thread performance, because you will never load up 16 threads at 100% in any PC games in 2025 or 2026. It's not going to be done, especially in 4K video resolution or above. Maybe in 1080p in 2026, but not 4K video resolution and above. i9-10850K, great CPU, same as i9-10900K. Those CPUs are great, great, great. 20 thread, absolutely fantastic for everything. i9-12900K, legendary, beautiful CPU. Hopefully I'm gonna do a little bit of test over this YouTube channel. Maybe we're gonna find out. I do have this CPU. It's working on the AI right now. It's great, great, great. I'm gonna give you additional 10% boost in terms of the FPS on Titan RTX. In 4K UHD, it's gonna load up your Titan RTX at 99%, almost in any games with the 12900K. Highly recommend. But better probably get yourself 13900K. It's going to be legendary, like you never saw for everything. Ryzen 9 3950, great CPU. Okay, as you can see how faster it is. i9-7980X, great CPU, and the legendary Ryzen 9 5950X, great for everything. Alright, so this part is covered. I did some EVGA cache and memory benchmark for those people who's curious. I lower my noise bridge clock to 46 multipliers, so it's running 4600 megahertz instead of 4800 megahertz, and it gave me a little bit better stability and lower temperature. Keep that in mind. But right now, computer 100% stable. There's no blue screens. And EVGA 64GB GPU benchmark, well, you can benchmark the GPU and Nvidia RAM DDR6 versus the CPU i9-9900K and system RAM DDR4. Okay, and video RAM is, as you can see, is faster by at least 16 times faster than DDR4, because it completely makes sense, because the DDR4 can only push right now, when it's overclock, almost 50,000 megabytes per second or 50 gigabytes per second, right? While video RAM can push, check it out, 672 gigabytes. So over 600 gigabytes over that DDR4 is capable at maximum. Alright, so 16 times faster, but video RAM and GPU hates to do memory read and memory write. It likes to do copy, 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 copy in parallel mode. This is what it was designed, GPU and video RAM. While CPU and system RAM, it's okay to do copy, memory read and write. It's kind of the same performance. So you can see the chart represents. Alright, so this is the Titan RTX, as you can see, and 4608 unified CUDA cores, Turing GPU architecture, 24 gigabytes of video RAM, or 24,576 megabytes to be exact, running completely stock. Single video card is installed in this system. Alright, but keep in mind, as again, Dying Light supports Nvidia SLI, and I'm going to test it over this YouTube channel, UHDking.com, or over my project, SLIready.com, when it's going to be dedicated to multiple video cards from Nvidia, or those old school video cards, because the last video card that was supporting SLI was RTX 3090 or RTX 3090 Ti. After that point, Nvidia doesn't support SLI. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is UHD King, aka I play 4K, aka I play 8K, aka I play 16K. Don't forget to smash that like button. A lot of time, money, energy is invested. Subscribe for more great videos, gaming, benchmarks, all kind of IT, um, all kind of sophisticated technologies, AI, and all kind of valuable videos will be provided to you over my official UHDking.com YouTube channel. Have a good morning, good day, good afternoon. Till the next time.